Okay guys, so what we're going to learn today is how to stop and go in the wind. First thing I want to know is how you make sure what your terms are. So what does irons mean? Does anyone know?
Irons means when you're facing straight into the wind.
Yeah, that's right. So you'll be stopped and the wind will be coming right on your bow. So does anyone know what heading up is? What do you do when you head up? Give it a try.
Oh, so when you're facing the wind, you turn and straight into it?
Yeah. So you're out of the wind and you head right into it, right? So what does bearing off mean? You buddy.
Bearing off means is where you sail out of the wind and I forget.
Okay, so bearing off is when you're out of the wind and you want to head right into irons, so you're stopped. Okay? So if you were here, and this is the wind, and your boat was like this, are you in irons or not?
Yes.
Yes, because the wind's coming right at your bow, right? Okay. So if you wanted to get into the wind, and this was the wind, and your boat's over here, would you head up or bear off?
Bear off.
You'd head up, because what you want to do is you want to push the tiller away from you, so your boat would go like this and you're in the wind. And that would stop you. Okay? So then if you wanted to go, and you wanted to go, and your boat is actually facing right in the wind, like that, and your sails are luffing, what would you do?
You would bear off.
You would bear off, so you push the tiller towards you, and the boat would start going out of the wind, and you'd be going. Okay? So when you stop, what do? There's two things that you want to do to make sure that you stay stopped. Okay, so the first one is you want to move the crew, so the people on the boat, to the back, okay? So you want to move everyone to the stern, right? So when you move the people to the back of the boat will stop. Therefore, because the more weight in the back of the boat creates more drag, and that's what will stop the boat. The second thing that you want to do when you are in irons is to make sure that your boat stays stopped and you do not move. What do? You guys probably won't know this one. This one's a little hard. What I want you to do is hold in the jib a little bit. Just a little bit, so it makes sure that you can still steer, so you can still stay in irons. Now what I want to know is if the boat was like, this is the wind, again, pretend the wind's always at the top of the page. If the boat was like this, where would you go? Would you go all the way this way, or would you go the quick way?
Quick way.
Yeah, you go the quick way, because you might have to stop in case you hit a boat or something, and you want to make sure that you're always ready and take the quickest way so you don't hit someone, right? So that's never good, and the boats are expensive and stuff like that, and you have to replace them. So another part of stopping and going, so when you're in irons, what's the best thing to do to get out of irons to go? There's really three things. Anyone?
Bear off.
Yeah, so the first thing you always want to do is push the tiller towards you so your boat moves that way, okay? So you want your boat, if this is your boat, you want it to move away from the wind so you'll start going. So the second thing that you want to do is what? The second thing you want to do is pump your boat flat. So that's when you move from one side to the other and make it kind of like a rocking chair. So you want to pump your boat flat, right? So now step 3. What's the last one? So if you're in irons and you're stopped, all the people are at the back of the boat. What do you want to do to go?
Bear off.
You've already bared off. You're already good. What up?
Everyone goes back to their position.
Yeah. So you want to make sure everyone's flat and the boat is flat, so you'll keep moving faster. Okay, so one last quiz. If you're facing in irons, what do you want to do? Colin.
Bear off.
Yeah, bear off. Good. And now if you're out of irons but you want to head into irons to stop, what do you do? What do you do, Nick?
Get everyone to the back of the boat. Get
Yeah.
the crew.
Yeah, get the crew to the back of the boat because that'll help and make sure the boat stays stopped. So why would you need to stop? 3 things. Just three reasons why you would want to stop. Colin?
To fish.
To fish? No, you're in a sailboat, buddy.
Oh.
What's one reason?
To like, not smash into anything.
Yeah, so avoid collisions, avoid rocks or anything like that, because if you hit something, you'll obviously sink, and that could be bad. What's another reason that you might want to stop?
So you don't crash into another boat.
We've already said that you want to avoid collisions, stuff like that, but good, yeah, good one. What's the last one? What's another one?
For like when you're like parking.
Hmm?
When you're parking, like so you don't.
Yeah, so you want to stop to dock, okay?
Yeah,
So one is avoid collisions. Docking. What's another one? It's one of the big ones when you're really into racing and you want to get better at it. What's one of the big things that you want to do to stop the boat? So when there's a whole lot of other boats on the lake and people blow whistles, 3, 2, 1, go. What is that?
It's like the start.
What called?
It's the start, and you want to move all your crew to the front.
Yeah, so the start of a race. That's what you wanted to use it for. So when you start a race, you have to stop on the line and then go, right? So that's all. That's really the 3 main things that you want to do, and stop.
Oh.
Okay, guys. Now that we've got to the park and we have a picnic bench, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend this is an opti, okay? So remember the optis that we sail at camp and stuff? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is this is going to be our pretend tiller, okay? I'm going to be standing relatively where I want the wind to come from, and I'm going to tell you, and you're going to tell me whether you push it away from you, pull it towards you, keep it straight, and then I want you to tell me how you move your body and how you keep the tiller in the wind, okay? Good? You guys got it? Okay, Colin, I want you to sit down. Pretend this is an opti. Hold it. Yeah, good. You always want, remember, you want the closest hand because the other hand has your sheet, right? Okay, so Colin, you're sailing and the wind is over here and you want to get into the wind. What do? Yeah, you want to push it away from you and it'll head up into irons, right? So now you're in irons and you're in the wind, so the wind's blowing right at your face. How do you keep the tiller?
Straight.
Yeah, you keep it straight, right? Okay, so what do you do with your body weight?
Move it back.
Yeah, so you move it back to the boat, right? Okay, so that's good, that's good. So now you're in the wind, you have all that right. How do you want to get out of the wind? Yeah, you pull it towards you, or you could push it away from you, but pulling it towards you works too. So what I want you to do, so you're going to pull it towards you, you're going out of the wind, what do you do with your body weight?
Move it back to the direction.
Yeah, you sit right where you were. So that way that you'll bow will be flat and you'll start moving faster, right? Okay? So we're going to do that again. Nick, sit on the opposite side of him. We're going to pretend you're the crew. Okay, so you're in irons. Nick, you would be sitting up here probably. Nick, so you guys are in irons and you want to stay stopped. What do? Both of you. Yeah, you both move to the back of the boat. That's good. That's one big thing about saying stop, right? And then as soon as you start going again, what do? Yeah, you push it away or pull it towards you and get out of the wind, right? Pulling it towards you will make it the sail jibe. Pushing it away will make you tack. Okay, so it'll make the sail go one way or the other way. Okay? So, switch spots. Right? So the closest hand towards you like this, and you'll have this hand open for the sheets. Right? So you're out of the wind and you want to get into the wind. What do? You want to go into irons. Yes, you push it away from you, right? So you push it away, and that'll bring your boat right into irons and you'll be stopped. How do you stay stopped? 2 things. Yep, both you move to the back of the boat. What do you do with the tiller? Keep it right and straight. Good job, okay? So now you're in irons, you're stopped, and you want to get moving again. What's the first thing you do? Yeah, back to the right positions, and then what do you do with the tiller? Yeah, push it away or pull it in. Just get out of the wind somehow, right? Okay, so if I was the wind and I was over here, which way would you push it? Yeah, you still push it away and you bring your boat all the way around to me, right? Okay, so when I'm on the wind on this side, do you want to be on that side of the boat or on this side of the boat?
That side?
Yeah, that side. So switch sides. Switch sides, Cole. You can't really pick up the tiller, but hey, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so on this side. So on the wind over here, what do you do to get to me? Yeah, you push it away from you again, because that'll be the, like, if you were sitting on that side, I'd be pulling it towards you, right? Okay, so now I'm in the wind. I'm in the wind, and you're right in the wind. And you want to go that way. Do you switch sides? No, right? If you go that way, do you switch sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's all you really got to know about sailing. Let's head back to the classroom and talk about it from there, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, guys, we did a great job outside. What we're going to go over now is what happened outside and then what we talked about in the very beginning. So when we were in the very beginning and we talked about irons and how it's when you face right into the wind and your sails are luffing, right? And you stopped. What do you do to get out of irons with the tiller? Do you push it away or do you pull it towards you? Call.
Towards you.
You pull it towards you, right? So when you pull it towards you, the boat will bear off and it'll go out of the wind and you'll sail again, right? That's good. So what do you do when you're out of irons and you want to get into irons? Do you push it away or pull it towards you? Call.
Push it away.
Yeah, you push it away. So pushing it away will make you head up and face irons directly. You don't want to push it away too hard, or else you'll jibe and you'll tack and you'll go right through the wind and it'll suck because then you won't be in irons. You won't be stopped. Okay. So what I want to know is that if the boat was in irons and your boat was like this, I know we already went over this in the beginning. What way do you want to go? Do you want to push it away from you or pull it towards you? We talked about bearing off or heading up, but I want to know if you know how to push it away or pull it towards you. So if you're out of irons, like this is, and you want to get into irons, what do? Colin? No, Nick?
Push it away.
Yeah, so you push it away so you'll head up and the bow will be going into the wind and you'll be in irons. Good job. Okay, so when you were on the picnic table, what we did was you sat down, I was the wind, so I stood in front of the boat. And when I got you to push it away from you, what else did you do to help stop the boat when you went into irons? Yeah. So we went over two things that you could help stop the boat. One of them involved your crew, and the other one involved your sails. Nick, what was one of them?
To stop them?
Yeah, to stop your boat. When you're already stopped, what helps?
When all your crew gets to the back.
Yeah, so you want all your crew, because when the boat's like this, when all your crew's at the front and in the middle and ish, the boat stays flat with the water. When you get it to the back, the bow will start going down into the water and create drag and stop you. That's good. So when we did that on the picnic table's kind of leaned up. Remember that? That's good. That's what we want to happen. So when we were in the wind and we wanted to get out of the wind, what did we do to help start moving again? So your crew's still at the back. What do you do with the crew? Colin?
Put them back in their positions.
Yeah. So you want to get them back in the middle of the boat-ish area so it stays flat, and then you'll start moving faster because a flat boat is a fast boat, right? So what was one of the other things that we helped to get moving again?
We all rush to the front of the boat kind of thing?
Not really. So when you get in the middle of the boat, that'll keep you flat, and that's good. It involves a tiller. So when you head up or bear off, what one did you do to get out of the wind?
Bear off.
Yeah, so you bear it off, you pull the tiller as far as you can towards you, and the boat started moving that way, right? One last thing that I think I forgot to mention last week is you want to pull in your sails as you're bearing off so you'll catch more speed. That's always important, right? Okay, so here's a quiz. Is bearing off heading into the wind or heading out of the wind? Call.
Heading out of the wind.
Yes, heading out of the wind. Good. Is heading up in or out of the wind?
In.
Nick? In. Good. So what is irons? Call it.
Irons is where you're in the wind and you're completely stopped.
Yeah, and you're completely stopped. So one last thing that I wanted to go over is in a race, there's two lines, okay? There's two buoys, and I'll mark a line, right? So this is the start line. Do you want to stop your boat back here, back here, back here, or here? Where? Here. Mark it up on the paper. Yeah, so you want to stop your boat right on the line, and depending on which way the wind is, so if the wind's over here, you probably want to start somewhere close to the wind so you get a head start on the buoy. But yeah, you want to start right on the line. So if you start back here, it's going to be not good because then you'll get a late start while all the other boats are up here, right? So what you want to do now is if you're on the line and they said go, do you want, and the wind's over here, if you're on go, do you want to go away from everyone else? So if everyone else is going this way, you want to go that way, right? Yeah, because if you go, you can't go that way or else you run into the other boats. Okay, so what your final thing that I wanted to go over is that when you're going and you're sailing fast, what I think we're going to do for the drill on the water is we are going to start blowing whistles for stop and go. Okay, that's all I wanted to go over. Get ready for the water lesson, and that's good.